Hello and welcome to day 7 of my coronavirus diaries under the name Geriatric 1944, the year I was born, making me 75. First of all, thank you to the many thousands of people who appear to be watching these diaries and enjoying them. Started a week ago and we're coming up for about 40,000 people who've seen the diaries so far. But to continue about the coronavirus situation, it is incredible how you can go online and Google the government national statistics and find out some remarkable facts, such as the average weekly deaths in the United Kingdom, or certainly in England and Wales, has remained approximately the same throughout the months of this year. The worst week of all being, I think, the second week of January. Far many more deaths that week than there have been this week. But people still continue to believe that the Emperor is wearing fantastic new clothes, whereas actually he's naked. And I wish the media would tell us every time they say there's been another 87 deaths in the United Kingdom today, they would say, mind you, in a normal day in the United Kingdom, there are 2,000 deaths. Anyway, who can hope for the media to be honest? A panic is great for the media because we'll all look on television, listen to radio, buy newspapers, until they decide in a couple of weeks' time, panic over, back to normal, next scandal, Harry and Meghan. Read all about it, ladies and gentlemen. The reason I'm sort of rather obsessed by all this is that I've been through it myself on a totally different level. It was the sexual panic, and I experienced it 20 years ago when I was wrongly convicted of minor sexual charges and served time in prison. As it happens, some of those have now been proven false. The police tried again back in 2015, and I went on trial in 2018, and all the charges were thrown out. I was declared not guilty on several of the old charges, including the one that started the whole thing off 20 years ago. And this is happening more and more now, as you well know, with people like Cliff Richard, Paul Gambaccini, Nigel Evans MP, and all the other people who've been falsely accused of sexual behaviour. Even recently, Alex Salmond, which has just happened. I have sympathies with him because it seems obvious to me that he wasn't guilty of what he was charged with. He was probably guilty of behaving in a slightly dodgy way, but then lots of people are. And then you look at Harvey Weinstein in America, and you see everything that's happened there to him. Right, the guy was obviously a thoroughly unpleasant gentleman, as was rumoured around the business for years, who behaved very, very badly and pushed the envelope again and again. You only have to listen to that awful whiny tape of him trying to persuade someone to come up to his hotel room to see he wasn't exactly a gentleman in the finest way. But did he deserve to be sentenced to 23 years in prison for something that was attempted but not managed? No, of course he didn't. But the media and the public and governments all go along with it. So the laws are changed, society has changed, people are locked up, and that's when it gets really serious. Well, what's happening now with the coronavirus situation is because there's been incredible overreaction to this very trivial virus, we're in a situation where governments are doing things which are wrecking the global economy, will cause absolutely millions of deaths from other reasons, suicides, bankruptcies, depressions, and all the rest of it, without actually being aware of the fact that this isn't a pandemic, it's a panic-demic, and we better all get on with it. There you go. That's my rather brief diary for today, Monday, day 7 of the coronavirus diaries from Geriatric 1944. See you tomorrow.